Okay, we're gonna break down Pooch Mutt's marketing funnel. So Pooch Mutt has generated over $40 million last year. I mean, that is pounds actually. So how much is that? 40 million pounds to USD. So around $55 million last year. And we're gonna break down the entire strategy from the back end to the front end, like the landing pages, where they are placed, like are they in Amazon, what retail stores they're in, the Trustpilot score, pretty much understand everything about them. Try to do this in 30 minutes and so we can learn what they do. So I'm going to share my screen, and I created this Figma file that shows the emails. But first of all, let's take a look at the website. What do they do that's interesting? What stands out? What makes it different from other dog brands out there? Because they're scaling quite fast. In 2024, they were at 30 million pounds, and then 2025, it is 40 million pounds. And it's from this founder over here, as you can see over here. Now, what's really interesting is about us. So you can see the entire team over here. And it already stands out with the about us from everyone else, right? Because they actually add a lot of, they break down the different roles and you can see people's faces and their dogs as well, right? So if you run a dog brand, it's always great to show your employees with their dogs. This humanizes the brand and it shows that we actually love dogs. We're dog parents, so we can relate to them. They have experts with social proof, and then operations, and this is the timeline, which is pretty cool. So Pooch Mutt began when founder Guy created a natural joint supplement. So he supplements first, and then he transitioned to tasty treats, or he's still selling supplements. And then he went into retail, and then they got acquired in 2024. So this could be the reason why they're making more revenue, right? They have more budget, they have more marketing spend because they got acquired. They got the TV ad and became the first UK pet brand to offer gut health testing, which they are promoting more in the tabs over here, as you can see. But yeah, like almost 19 years. And these guys are big in the UK, right? So that's pretty much the introduction of this brand. And where should we start? Now, most of the traffic comes from, if I have it here, I don't have all the traffic here. But I believe they are doing a lot of Facebook ads. They have a lot of social media followings, 137,000, 148,000, but they are getting a lot more engagement on Instagram. So we're going to look at the front end first, and then we'll look at the back end, because the back end I have screenshots of the emails that they send and like the survey and all that stuff, right? They use. Now, let's see how many ads they're running. And keep in mind, these people, I mean, this brand is big in retail as well. Like they're in Tesco's, they're also on Amazon. So they're doing a whole lot of different things. So they have 1,000 ads. And these are the best performing ads, getting the most impressions from what I would assume. Concerned about plaque buildup. So they lead with the problem. Support cleaner teeth with Pooch and Mutt dental powder designed for everyday use. Target plaque buildup, freshens breath. It's very simple, straight to the point. Problem to solution. 35% off your first order. So they get 35%. I wonder if it's embedded. Where is it 35% off? That part is a little bit confusing because it's 20% off. Because I did remember they have 35% off in the navigation bar, but right now it's 20% off. Maybe this needs adjustment. 40% off. Yeah, this one is more congruent. Like congruency is important. Like when you adjust an offer in a platform, you need to make sure it is adjusted for all platforms, right? Because confusions is a big killer of sales. Yeah. So they're doing cats as well, cats and dogs, but primarily it would be dogs. I'm not sure if you can watch this video, but we don't need the sound. This is my first live video, by the way. I don't know how it's doing. But we'll see. So keep in mind, like I'm the email guy, right? Email guy for dogs, right? But you can learn a lot from a brand from the Facebook ads, because typically ads is where you can test angles very quickly, like what works, what resonates with most with your audience, and then you can use those angles and put inside the emails, right? So a lot of inspiration comes from the front end. So this is how I transform my dog teeth without a vet visit. Trying to brush is a nightmare. Okay, this is like UGC, right? I've tried different things. Okay, so that is like the emphasis of the pain. It gives more urgency for them to act now, right? Because if they're not doing if they're not doing anything to help the dog with the gums, then this could potentially, this could potentially happen. And it actually worked. This is the before and after, made from the ingredients, so emotional to logical, how it works. Sprinkler, this is convenience and making it easy. And this is extra benefit, fresh breath. That's what people want, dog parents want. Simpler solution. Yep. This is a very solid email. I mean, ad. And I understand why it's like the top performing. Is your dog anxious? So this is targeting a different pain point. Try a calm and relaxed dry food for 40% off. Our vet recommendation recipes made with calming ingredients like I don't know how to say that. Grain-free, gentle and digestion. Very simple, straightforward. It's nothing like, there's no fancy copywriting or like pattern interrupts or anything like that. So you see that I mentioned vet top two emails before and after again. Now this is like a transformational story. All the problems the dog faced with anxiety, and then they found a solution. So it's problem to solution, lead with the vet. The ingredients, again, the logical part, which is the ingredients, how it works. It's very nice packaging, by the way. Feels premium, feels modern. Social proof, 5-star reviews. Cool. So I think what they leverage the most is UGC content. Let's see out over here. Say hello to our new superfoods range from per meow. Okay, it's targeting for all the stages of growth. There's nothing fancy with this one. It seems a little bit corporate, that one. Same one. Sensitive tummies. Problem to solution. Before and afters. So they're fed up before and afters. They use similar copy. This is come on. What are we at? 8 minutes. We'll do this last one. ASMR. Product demonstration. 70%. Yep. So overall, solid. Like they got the marketing foundations set, right? It's nothing fancy, no crazy strategies. It's just good marketing in general. Good copy, good video graphic, good scripts, right? And that's why they are performing really well with Facebook ads. Now let's see the Instagram posts, how often they're posting. Day or 3 every 2 to 3 days. Product recommendations. They do a lot of fun content. This is more of a fun brand. So the balance between fun and serious. Yep, you have like a 50-50 of product demonstration, dog professional images, and then humanized content like this. Give me a best per amount. This is trying to just this is like up of the funnel, right? Getting as many views as possible, like this, would get more traction than like a product demonstration. But they're getting okay views over here, 10K. You see? Oh, this one's actually performing well. Okay, it's testing the product. Yeah, but you see how they mix up a lot of content? It's not just one thing. There's street interviews, storytelling, testing, making fun content. And this is how you get a lot of people engaged. And similar to the emails, right? You want to be unpredictable. You don't want to do the same thing all the time because it gets boring and people know what to expect. Like you can see they do a lot of brand ambassadors as well. I remember, yes, that was a big part of the strategy because I watched the interview of the founders, and there's a lot of brands like these pet pages, pet pages. And I believe, yeah, this is how they get a lot of followers as well, a lot of views. People just connect, commenting, and their followers see Pooch Mutt. So that's the Instagram. I believe the Instagram is a lot more powerful than Facebook. I remember for Facebook, the typical post didn't get much comments, engagement. But if it's if it's a post about pet pet photos, then it has a lot of engagement. You see, 178. And this works. And you see product demonstration. It's not great. Not much. Not much engagement. Then again, ask for happy dogs because dog parents love sharing images of the dogs. So since it's working, I would just do it, man, like once a week. I think they do it once a week. Wait, 6 days ago. 23 hours ago. So they've done it twice a week. But that makes sense. Like once something works, just double down on it. Double down on it. All right, so that's for the front end. So they got Facebook ads. They have social proof, which with a lot of brand ambassadors, right? And the Facebook ads is mostly problem to solution, before and afters, UGC content. And they have Tesco's, retails, a lot of people who bought a product and want to buy online. So they visit the store. They do Amazon as well, right? So all these are all the traffic sources. I mean, there's probably a lot more, right? But these are the main ones, I believe. I didn't check the TikTok actually, but I would assume this would work well in TikTok. The brand would work well. Okay, it's not as well as I thought. But yeah, now let's take a look at the homepage. You can see what they're focused on. Now they don't have a sign-up form. Before they had a sign-up form when you clicked on a product page, which you would see this one over here, join the pack, sign up to our had this before when you went on a product page, but they removed it because it probably didn't perform well. And I know it doesn't perform well because it's like a typical pop-up. No one really cares about signing up to the emails to receive personalized offers, promotions. Like no one cares about that, right? People just care about what's in it for them. Like give them the discount, make it shown on the pop-up. That's why it probably didn't work and they didn't do it. But in general, this brand doesn't do much email marketing at all. They are mostly on just creating an account and relying on people just to come back naturally, which I would disagree. Email marketing can do a lot of things. You can reduce subscription churn. You can promote different products. You can cross promote different products because they have a huge range of different products, right? Many SKUs. And you can just build a stronger relationship, like how you do a lot of Instagram. You get a lot of people's attention over here. You can get a lot of people's attention from the emails as well because a lot of people do read the email still, right? It's been like, I don't know, 20, 30 years since emails existed. It's still popping, it's still active. Now, the gut health is something that introduced new. Even for the cats, it's new. Find your food, which is very interesting. It's a survey. Let me just remove some of these we already went through. Apologize for the lag. Yes, okay. Find your food. This is the survey. And we can go through the survey together. I think it's the same one here. Yeah, it is. So instead of just doing it, so find the perfect food for your dog. Surveys work really well for dog brands, especially if you sell food products or even pet treats. But typically for food products, it's really great. Like actual meals. I mean, that's because when you provide a survey, people want, people, especially for new dog owners, they don't know what to get for the dog. It's overwhelming. There's so many ingredients, there's so many options out there. They don't know what to choose. Now, if you do have a survey, what you can do is you can help them reduce the choice. The paradox of choice. The more choices, the more overwhelming, the less likely they're going to take action. So, what if you could take your entire range and then get them through the survey form, right? And then you show just three product recommendations. It will be a lot easier for them. And because they feel it up, it's personalized to them, it gives them more confidence that they're choosing the right product, right? Because they went through the entire survey for that. So tell us about your dog. Her name is dog's name. As typical the process, you ask about the dog's name. And then you ask for the birthday. Now, the birthday is great because you can understand how old the dog is. You can send surprises in the birthday boxes. I mean, like packages, if it's the birthday, you give them a surprise, or even in the emails, right? And you can do a birthday flow. So I don't know if they have that set up. I don't know too much in the emails. I just know they don't send campaigns. They don't send much emails at all. Maybe they have flows for this. And for the breed, calorie intake, neutered, active, diet goal. Okay, it's a lot shorter than other brands with these questions. Great progress. Now let's find out what Num Yum eats. Wet or dry food. So this, I don't think it plays a role in the recommendations because for each product page, they do have like, let's see here. Not a good example. But that's just to understand more about the customer and the dog. It's nothing to do about choosing the right product recommendation because the activity level and all that stuff, right? You can figure out based on here. They have what size do I need, how many packs you should have, and then they also have a actually, that should be enough with this. What type of food? Would that any health concerns? Very important to know, especially allergies. You want to avoid promoting products that they are allergic to. Want a more improve my results. What is this one? All right. So you ask more questions. On average, how often? I believe that a lot of people would go for this one. They did all this effort, sunk cost fallacy, right? All this, and then you get hit with more questions. They would do it. There's digestive health issues, so it's being more specific. Suffer from any potential gut microbiome. I haven't seen any brand do a microbiome question in the survey, so that's different. Start in, and then you create like an account profile, right? Product recommendations. Okay, I'm confused with this one. Why is there no product recommendations? So I'm just gonna speed run this real quick. Let's see. Come on. We just do anything for now. I just want to see what happens at the end. allergies, skip and see results. That's unusual here. So there's no product recommendation. Oh, okay, you have to add it here. You add the product, confirm, and then you can purchase directly from. Okay, that's pretty smart actually. So instead of them going to a new tab to see this product, I can just add it directly in here. Products we recommend, and they exclude these things because of my choice. So I guess yeah, it's very personalized. No treats available. Hmm. So this is different from other brands I've seen. All right, so that's the survey. I believe that is one. Customers find that extremely valuable. Is this survey? They get product recommendations, and they are focused on subscribe and save, like every dog food brand does. So currently, it's welcome 30 to claim 30% off your first order at checkout, then 25% off for life. Now, this is a good offer. It's very enticing, 30% off compared to like just one-time purchase. And then they still get 25% off. It's not drastically different because I know brands who do 30% off, then 50% off on the second order and onwards. But that massive drop off surprises a lot of people, and then that increases churn. Right. So 30, just the 5% difference, but that 5% for them saves them a lot of margin, right? So you can build your own subscription box, or you can choose, for specific products, 25% off for life. Okay. This is okay, makes sense. This is just to make it clear, I would assume. Because I guess some people might be confused of 25% off for life. So they made it very easy to understand, 30% off your first subscription, then 25%, and then 25%. And then let's try build my subscription. Oh, yeah, this is a ballpark, by the way. It's pretty, like every dog food brand needs this as well, like what size, but it also depends on activity level as well. But typically size is the main, I guess, metric for you to look at. So $28 a month, and then you reframe it. It's always great to reframe the pricing, make it cheaper than it really cheaper than it seems. And yeah, let's try it. Like build subscription. I'm in 22 minutes. Build my subscription, save 25. It should leave with 30%. What's going on? Yeah, I would leave with 30%, not 25%. There's a lot of things that's a bit confusing. So the subscription is 25%. And then the main homepage offer is 20%, which makes sense. You never want to have the generic discount code to be more than the subscription, because you need the subscription to be more enticing than this. So it's extra 5%, which keeps people subscribed, right? But yeah. Now let's take a look on the subscription presentation, right? So in terms of what to do is quite interesting. So the easiest way for you to get more subscriptions is improving the subscription take rate. And for you to do that, you need to present it in a way that feels very enticing to people. Now, what they do is very cool. They have 30% off first subscription with code welcome30, 25% off all subscriptions. That's a little bit confusing. I would say ongoing somewhere. 3 times Pooch points, which is the loyalty program, which is cool. The combining subscription and loyalty program. So you get rewarded to be subscribed. Easy swap and skip deliveries. That should be always there. Cancel anytime. You always want to mention that because people have trauma of brands making it extremely difficult for people to cancel the subscription. And this is what's really cool as well, because it's really difficult to know when people need to reorder, right? So they want to be as specific as possible. So 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23. So I believe during the 20 days is when people most likely order, right? The most frequent reorder duration, because it went from 2 to 1, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. And then when it leads to 35, after that, it's less likely they're going to do that, 38, 40, 45, 50, 55 is every 5 days now. And then after this is like every 30 days. So you can see the typical reorder rate is around the 20 to 25 days. Yep, you see how much more Pooch points you get? And for Pooch points, it doesn't show what it is, which is maybe there's a problem here. But people should know what that is. 3 times Pooch points, yeah, so what? What is the result from that? What rewards can I get from that? It should be here, but I guess it's not working right now. But yeah, this is like how you set up the subscription. Or another thing you can add here is making sure that the food arrives on time, right? You're always first in line, because the worst thing that can happen is for a brand, maybe not for Pooch and Mutt because they have probably a big facility, like they have a lot of supplies and all that, right, to keep them in stocked. But other brands, I know a brand who runs out of stock quickly, but when you're subscribed, you have the first dibs in all stocks, so you make sure that the food arrives on time. So that's an extra benefit. But overall, this is a very solid subscription take rate, subscription presentation. All right, so that's the front end. That's the landing page. Another thing I want to go through is just I deleted it, but it's fine. It was the Trustpilot score. Now, I received the welcome from signing up to the account. Now, if I sign up to the account, just gonna do that. This is what's different about this brand as well. Subscribe and save. On average, each year, subscribers earn this amount. That makes you want to subscribe. Clear of how many rewards you get. Account details. I don't think I put anything. Pooch profile. So this is the survey. Yep, these are the survey questions. I believe that if you create the survey, create the account, it will connect together. Gut health, they're pushing it more, order history. And now let's take a look at the Pooch rewards. All right, it's already been 30 minutes. I need to finish this. So you get a points immediately once you sign up, and that's a good thing, right? Because you want to show demonstration, like, oh, it works. Collect points, get rewards 3 times activity. You also get a referral as well. That's one of the best ways to connect referral and loyalty program. When you refer someone, you get points, and then everyone wins. And then I got a 500 points here. Let's claim it. I didn't do it yet. But I know that Pooch and Mutt, their loyalty program, like their customers love it. Like I watched the interview and a lot of people love the perks. But where are the perks? Yeah, it's this get rewards, but where are the rewards? Oh, view gifts, yeah. Wait, what? Redeeming. General. Like when I'm confused of what I can earn, it immediately is a red flag, right? You need to make everything easy to understand. How do I earn this? Your subscription free gifts. View the available subscription free gifts. Got it. So if you subscribe, then you get these for free, which is cool. More incentive for them. They're really pushing subscriptions, as you can see. But yeah, I don't see like I don't see where the rewards are. I need to look at it another time. View gifts. Maybe they do gifts at a time. So maybe once you hit this, and then there's a new milestone, and then it shows new products. Because maybe it's a bit too overwhelming. Maybe they want to try these products first. Right, it's hard to tell, but I believe that is the case. They don't want to bombard people with so much gifts. Yeah, 150. So that's the account. Not many brands are doing this. And you can send out a lot of personalized emails, but they don't, which is such a waste. They have all this data from the survey, but they're not using it to promote other products. There's a lot more they can do here. It's complex for sure, but they made $40 million last year. They definitely have budget. Now for the email, so I received a welcome email, the loyalty program, no, the account. So welcome to the Pooch pack. So I received 27, 28, 30, first, third, 5. So they're not aggressive. It's pretty much soft. And yeah, it's a very soft sell. It's not aggressive. It's like yeah. You join our devoted dogs club. You sign up to our emails, and we're so happy you're on the list. Expect fresh launches. It's very typical email language. It's nothing special. 25% off. Doesn't talk about the brand. The thing is, if a brand is so big and well known, you don't really have to educate people that much, right? Because they already know it. But it's still a good idea to build more emotion, because nothing here builds emotion over here, right? It's just logical. This is what you expect. Use a discount code, and that's pretty much it. All right, so I feel like a lot more improved. Everything and all the templates it's very the same. It's kind of difficult to read. The different sections is kind of random. Like, for example, everything for your everything. I like that hook. Looking for your dog's perfect plate. Explore now, 25% off. The good thing they're doing is they're promoting the discount a lot of the times on top. Unique code, guidance, not guesswork. Take a quiz. Need some inspiration. Yeah, I'll just focus on the survey for now, like not do a bunch of these things. There's too many things going on. Switching the food, this is good. Like this could be a separate email, right? You don't want to bombard with people too much. Worst thing you can do is overwhelm someone, and then they wouldn't do it. But the thing is, with the dog parents, they're more likely to read than other natures. So that's a good thing. You can bombard them a bit more because they want to learn more about how they can choose the right meal for the dog. But still, yeah, I mean, there's no rush in this. This one here from those who dig us. Read our reviews, which is great, solid. Live chat, awesome. Complete Pooch profile. You know best, we do the rest. They like to do these I don't know what's called, but it rhymes. Everything for everything. You know best, we do the rest. Which makes it fun, right? Which is on brand. Build your own subscription box. Save 25% off. Need inspiration. Tell us to Pooch. Okay. Yeah, I mean, so the welcome email one is about the discount code. Complete your profile. They have complete your profile in pretty much all emails, by the way. They want to leverage that. The next one would be about taking a quiz. Need inspiration. What products you should try, and what should you feed your dog. How do you switch your food? This is a good email, definitely. I'm a bit sick. And then this one is more about social proof, live support. This is important because many brands that have live chat, which is makes you stand out already. And then this one, subscribe and save. And yeah, and this is like the last one. Want to boost your dog's well-being inside out? Gut health. Okay. Educating about gut health. Like this could be a campaign. This is something that can be relatable to all dogs. Like you can send this campaign, blast to the entire, well, I wouldn't say blast to the entire list, right? You want to make sure you don't have deliverability problems, but everyone can benefit from this email. Every dog can improve the gut health, you know? That's what I'm saying. Like they don't send any campaigns at all, and it's such a waste of an opportunity. Like you don't even have to do that much. Like 3 emails a week. I'm sure they'll generate a bunch of sales, and build a stronger relationship with the customers. And that's pretty much it. The campaign's nothing reward program. We've seen that the charity is great, retail and Instagram. So that is the breakdown. So overall, like these guys do really well in the front end. The back end they're lacking, but they have a good account profile system where you get a lot of data. You have a loyalty program. They're relying on that heavily, right? And they set up the loyalty program pretty interesting, where they only show a couple of free gifts, so you don't overwhelm them, and then they can focus on like it's like when you're playing a game, right? You want to beat chapter one, and once you do that, then chapter two, right? I believe that's the case for them. But they have pretty much everything you need, just missing the campaigns, not utilizing enough of those. Like the welcome flow could be improved to feel more emotional, really strong connection. And description is great, landing pages are great. But yeah, it's no surprise they are scaling very fast, especially how effective they are in the front end, Facebook ads and the social media organic presence as well. But that is the breakdown. And we're going to do these every single day just to learn every single email, every single top dog brand out there. And yeah, this helps you, and this also helps me learn more about brands and helps my clients. So if you're running a 7, 8, 9 figure dog brand, that's what I help with. That's who I help. Is I do email marketing for these brands, especially for dogs. Right, I run the only dog email marketing brand. I run the only email marketing agency for dog consumable brands. Right, and so I am studying a lot into these. And if you need help with emails, then just let me know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys later.